Chapter 28. Slappy, why are you so bad? Georgia asked. Because I'm made of knotty pine, she made him reply in a high, squeaky voice. A few kids laughed, mostly sarcastic laughter. And have you always been a dummy? Georgia continued. She made Slappy blink his eyes. Are you trying to insult me? He squeaked. No. Have you been a dummy all your life? No. Have you? Slappy asked. A few kids groaned. Someone threw a milk carton across the canteen. The jokes don't get any prettier, Georgia made Slappy say. But neither do your faces. Georgia's throat suddenly felt as dry as cotton. Her hands were cold and wet. She didn't think she'd be this nervous. After all, most kids weren't even listening to her act. They were talking to each other across the canteen tables, laughing, eating their lunches. Most of them weren't paying any attention at all, but Georgia still felt nervous. A lot of kids performed here at lunchtime. It was a school tradition, and some of them were pretty good. The week before, the school jazz band had gotten a standing ovation. Georgia really wanted kids to like Slappy and her new comedy act, but she was getting only groans and sarcastic laughter. Slappy, we need better jokes, she muttered to him. I need to work a lot harder on this act. You sure do, Slappy thought. You're pitiful. But he wasn't thinking about the act. He was thinking about how little time he had to do 3 good deeds. Only 3 days left. Slappy, do you know why hummingbirds hum? Georgia was asking. She moved the control in his back and made his eyes go wide. No, Georgia. Why do hummingbirds hum? Because they could never remember the words. A few kids laughed at that one. A boy at the front table burped really loudly. The burp got a much bigger laugh than George's joke. She sighed and glanced up at the clock above the window that looked in on the school kitchen. 10 minutes ago until the bell rang. I don't have enough jokes for 10 minutes, she realized. I'll do a few more and then stop while I'm behind. She took a deep breath and plunged into the next joke. Slappy, tell me, why do elephants never forget? Even though she made his mouth move up and down, Slappy didn't even hear the answer. Something caught his eye. Something behind the window that looked into the kitchen. Slappy saw a flash of purple back there, a purple cap. Stella? He stared at the cap in shock. His shock quickly turned to anger. Why is Stella hiding in the kitchen, spying on us? He wondered. She doesn't even go to school. Why is she here? Why is Stella stalking me, trying to ruin everything I do, trying to destroy me? Something snapped in his brain. He couldn't take it anymore. I have to know why she's here. I have to know. With a hard jerk, he pulled free from George's grasp. He slid from her lap and landed standing up on the floor with a hard thud. All around the canteen, he heard kids gasp and cry out. The dummy fell! Look, it's walking! How did she do that? Is it on strings? Dummy is a robot. No, it's alive! Georgia uttered a startled cry and reached for him, but Slappy took off. I'm going to confront that brat once and for all, he decided. Tightening his hands into hard fists, he ran towards the kitchen. His shoes clattered loudly on the hard floor. Kids screamed and shrieked. He heard Georgia calling to him, Slappy! Slappy! He lurched into the kitchen. Stella stood by the window. She had her back to him. He grabbed her shoulders with both hands, spun her around, and screamed.